Oh, man, looking for that was a bold move. Vic's got the box seat for watching this thing and then whip. Absolutely looking to try and take this to Tennis. Tennis doing a great job defending that second position right now with still 34.5 minutes to go.
Yes, J-Man. Sorry.
We'll just welcome back our viewers. Sorry for the brief interruption there.
Yes, welcome back. The internet gods weren't looking down on us then. Welcome back to the Green Light Racing 2023 GT3 series. Couple of laps, guys. Brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, True to Life Racing Designs. We pick it up here, J-Man, on lap 35, 33 odd minutes to go. Vic Chan, you see there on screen with Maverick and Tennis Venter out in front there. Vic Chan out of position, J-Man. He is a lapped car, so out of position, but definitely holding pace with Mav as we would have expected anyway. You can just see in the background there also the Marlboro Ferrari of Brandon Webley. Yeah. So again, like once a Mav sorts out Tennis, then that will be the fight for third position. So, and we expect that to happen. Well, I expect it to happen sooner than now, to be honest, J-Man.
Yeah, so that's the second lap in a row, David, that Mavs looked down the inside down at Shell Corner there on Tennis, and he just can't get it done. But see, you'll see there here that he gets himself a great run as they run up the hill heading down towards the Hislop chicane. So
very close.
Very close.
Very close. And this is again where Mav a compromise so close behind Tennis, and we nearly saw Vic get into the back of Maverick there. Hopefully we caught that on the stream just before we had that little dropout. So, you know, Chan in a funny position here, got plenty of pace, but he really can't get in front of Mav and upset this battle. So, interesting to watch.
No, and he'd be conscious that the next guy cab off the rank for Vic Chan is Craig McConnell, but he's a fair way up the road. So, you know, he's probably just got to stick with these boys, and hopefully these boys can race forward, because the lap time of these boys here, you know, Maverick and Tennis both last lap around mid-34s, purely out there doing low 33s, but these guys mid to low 34s, and obviously Chan's going with, and then you've got the likes of McConnell out there doing 35-4s, so he's just got to stay with these boys and go with, and there's still plenty of time in this race. He might get the odd position back, but just noticing that Marlboro Webley car just starting to get interest back on the back of this pack is, I think Tennis, no disrespect, is actually just bottlenecking this group up a little bit.
Yeah, look, I tend to agree, and I mean, he's driving superbly to keep the likes of Mav at bay, J-Man, but you know, look, the lap times do suffer, don't they? You know, it's just, here we go.
Yeah, gets a good line there, but once again, compromised.
Mate, absolutely. Mav is able to get that BMW right up and over the curb there in the middle section of that chicane, and it really does do him well. Again, Vic into the back of Mav.
That was unfortunate, because Mav actually had to lift there
for Tennis again, and
Vic was just too close.
Again.
We just see them.
Said it a couple of times. That is, who is that, J-Man?
Ashton Hughes.
That is Ashton. Yeah. So, and gathered it up well, because that could have got messy. So look, Vic will be kicking himself. Mav will be saying a few choice words, I would suspect, into the helmet, and that has put Webley into third. So now it's not a battle for third, it's a battle for second, J-Man, between Webley and Tennis. As Webley round the outside of the pink BMW, J-Man. Oh my.
Yeah, so, and like I mentioned, the battle there, obviously Webley 460 points in P3 of the championship, with Tennis on 522. However, we also mentioned, Yako's out of this one tonight, unfortunately. Down there, only 20-odd points back from Brandon, but there's still a lot of stuff going on. There's still, what have we got left here, Davo? We've still got just under 30 minutes to go. Webley would have just had, his eyes would have been like dinner plates there, lit up what he saw in front of him.
Oh, absolutely, J-Man. And now he can clearly see the back of the Titanium Digital Solutions Ferrari, so he will be rubbing his hands together. Like you said, we got a little under 30 minutes to go, and look how close he is. So yeah, definitely in contention for the second spot on the podium if he can make it work. Mav recovering after a little bit of contact with Vic Chan. Chan will not be happy with himself. Mav will just get his head down. He's wrapped the championship up pretty well anyway. He just needs to survive the night, doesn't he, J-Man? He's probably just thinking, if I could just keep Chan away from the back of my car.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I could see what was going on.
I
don't think Chan was any threat, but it just bottlenecked too close, it was an unfortunate incident. However, just picked up on P14, P15. So Wally Baker, the newcomer here, got a mirror full of Will Dixon there.
Yeah. Now, Dixon had a bit of a slow night tonight, J-Man.
Yeah, by his standards, Will Dixon is a former podium getter here, obviously in mixed trying conditions, but he did a great job that night. And nonetheless, these guys are trading mid-36s at the moment, last lap around. So that battle's going to shape up probably for the next, I don't know, 28 minutes, I would imagine.
For sure. And I just feel that the Lambos, with the fuel, the starting fuel in them, really weren't happy on the track, and as the load lightens, they do seem to be looking a little bit pointier.
Yep.
So yeah, starting to come into their own, but Dixon will not be happy with his position on track tonight after the last couple of weeks' effort. Dawson, on the other hand, in the other Lamborghini, the white Lamborghini, really, I think he's really got through the field nicely, so I think he'd be a pretty happy man to be sitting in 7th currently, J-Man. Who's he got in front of him? Mr. Tracy, Pete.
Yeah, Prue and Tracy.
Yeah, so they're not actually that far apart, those two guys. And then Faraday is the next car up the road, and he's well up the road. So.
Yeah, so tell me what you take. Webley now really starting to break that margin down on to Tinnis. Is the Webley Ferrari got enough for the Venta Ferrari tonight?
Good question. Tinnis has been on point tonight.
He has.
Got to give it to him. Like when Tinnis is on point, he runs pretty hot, man, and he has not made a mistake in that thing tonight. Webley hasn't made much of a mistake either, I don't think either. But look, we know what Webley's like when he's on point, J-Man. Can he get it up? It's hard to say. Oulton, these guys, they're running into the final few laps of the season of 2023.
Yeah,
does it sound like I'm fence sitting? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, my call is I think Webley's going to have a dip.
I reckon he'll have a crack. Yeah.
He's going to have enough in him. Tinnis 35-1 last lap. Webley 34-7. Depending on who's got amount of track cuts up their sleeve, I think he's going to have a dip. Is Davo drinking? When isn't Davo drinking?
Oh yes, too true.
We do run on beer, just don't touch the peanuts.
It's okay, definitely. There's always beer in the fridge up here. It's a prerequisite. It's the only reason we turn up, actually, is free beer.
That's it.
But look, Webley, he's literally chased Tinnis down. He knows he's got the pace. So if he can get the overlap, if Tinnis makes a mistake, he's just going to put the pressure on.
I feel like looking at the body language of those two cars out there, I feel like that the rear end of the Venta car is more stiffly sprung than the Webley one, because I'm just watching the way it's reacting over some of these bumps, and it just looks a little bit more nervous
Yeah. Gets a little bit taily on the exit there out of the second chicane, J-Man, every now and then as well, as he just leans on the power. Oh, Webley really wide there through Druids, J-Man. That's won't do his run any good. He probably lost a couple of car lengths there easily. Goes in deep into the final corner there, though, to try and make it up.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to create that much gain. And I did just pick up on the fact that those boys just ran over there, both 34.4s apiece. However, Maverick just ran over on a 33.8. So Maverick's not out of this with 24 minutes to go. That podium that we're talking about, Tinnis and Brandon Webley, is not done, because if Maverick has anything to do with that, he will invite himself to that party. He will
for sure.
need no invitation.
So the battle ensues, J-Man. These guys have got a lot to play for, and this is going to go down to the...
Yeah, it is, and I mean, you know, like we mentioned, I'm real surprised. These guys have done a great job. That we haven't seen any drive-throughs. Did I just curse somebody? Did I just put the commentator's curse on somebody getting a DT? I hope not. But yeah, I'm surprised at this point of the race, after this duration of time, that someone hasn't had one yet. But nonetheless, great job. And this battle here, this Webley Venter battle is shaping up. It's a bit of an arm wrestle.
It is, and it definitely twos and fro's, as we just see Kenneth Worcester just step aside there, let the boys through.
Let them go through, yeah.
Yeah, nice and tidy as they just get up over the crest there and across the line again for another lap, J-Man. This is definitely where the action's at the moment. Can Webley, again, see, Tinnis is just got it. He's not making any mistakes. Just really tidy times, eh? So
yeah, and the numbers lap wise are still going to Webley, but obviously Tinnis doing the right thing in the right places there. However, I can't help but look at that margin. They're still running 34s. Mav's running 33s. He's coming.
Yeah.
5.4 seconds. I'll update you in another 2 laps and see where that is.
Yeah. And 22 minutes to go. You only do the math. It's inevitable.
Yeah, 42 laps in here. Rainlight Racing's final round of the series. Oulton Park. Mav pretty much got a handle on this thing, but he's looking to try and have one last chat with the comms team. He's got a bit of work to do ahead of him, Davo.
He does have his work cut out for him, J-Man. He's the boys are a fair way up the track. 20 minutes will run down very quickly, quicker than the first 20 minutes. So,
okay, 3/4 of a lap through, 5.4 becomes 4.5. What is it when they cross the line?
Check this out.
It is 4.4.
Yeah.
So the better part of a second already. So you can expect to see that every lap as those boys run through on 34.8s and Mav runs through on a 33.7. So 1.1 seconds that lap round. It won't take too long before he's a part of this. He has got the car of Kenneth Worcester in between them. However, Kenneth will get a blue flag, and I'm sure he'll do the right thing there to let that party rage on.
Oh, yeah, definitely, as he did with these boys, just nicely got off track and let these guys go. But Webley really heating it up, and now we can visually see Mav in the background, J-Man, clearly on camera there.
Oh, very, very big under brakes and a really, really aggressive downshift there for Webley down into that second Hislop chicane. Just lost a little bit of margin to...
yeah, definitely didn't do him any favours.
To Venter there. Yeah. No, but is he starting to look in the mirror at the 3 car?
Well, I would be.
it's those longer straights and those sections like where we are now, heading back down through the Warwick Bridge straight here, heading down into the old Lodge corner there, that he'll get enough time on those straightaways to see that Predator BMW coming. As we did see, was that Uncle Joe just letting those boys through, was it?
Yes, got out of it nice and early. He will have Mav in only a matter of seconds right behind him as well. And we'll be looking to do it again. As the boys down into 5 here, committed as ever. Oh, Webley, so hot under brakes there. Makes a good gain. Here's Mav. There you can see him clearly now.
Yeah, I mean, what was 5.4 is now 3.1. Nah, we got you, Strelly. We got you, mate. We knew what you meant. We know that you're talking about Webley on tennis, mate. So keep tuned in, mate. It's going to get close. Mav out there still doing 33.8s versus Webley and Tennis's 34.8s, so still a second quicker.
Yeah.
And we've obviously got Cooley out there doing 33.6s with a best time of a 32.5. So Cooley just showing
times. That's amazing.
He's out there doing pretty special times out. He's got that Aston well in the zone.
Hasn't he? What? J-Man, man, that thing is just super quick, and when it's on point, it's seriously on point. Cooley definitely knows how to wrestle that thing, and he's just coming up on the back of the Honda there, actually, Mr. Dayton. So,
oh, what did you see, Vic? Where is he? Okay, so Vic's sitting P11, so it's a good recovery from Vic.
Yeah, definitely. He was down in 21st, I think. J-Man, it was like only about a third of the way through the race. So
yeah, there is JB. There is the LFM BOP. So you got the likes of the Lambo is plus 20 something, 28 kilos that I mentioned, Davo. I think a lot of the other cars range between -4 to maybe plus 14. So yeah, there's a range of BOP throughout the field. Obviously that changes weekly, so yeah, seems to be relative. Webley's still hard on the back of Tennis Venter here. Where is Mav? He is
he's
closed
right there.
that gap, 1.5 seconds. So not too long before Mav joins this party, as we mentioned. So
as time runs down, J-Man, about 16 minutes to go. This gap has tightened up very quickly, as we would have expected. So this is gonna get hot right at the end.
Yeah, very much. What does Webley do here? You know, he's still got to keep attacking. Oh, he's very sideways
very
down.
Sideways there. He's clearly focused on his rearview mirrors now. Yeah, look, Webley's gonna will defend without a doubt, J-Man. But for how long? You know, Mav's car is just so much quicker than these two guys. He starts flashing the lights. giving Webley going. Give him the old hurry up. Going, I'm coming, mate. Here I am.
Now, one of Webley's strong suits tonight has been out of turn 16. Out of 15 or 16. So out of Druids or Lodge corner, the final corner. He seems to manage to square those up really, really nicely. So look to him to try and do a maybe wider apex as they come out of Druids, heading down the Warwick Bridge straight down to the final corner. And if he can't get it done there, he'll try and square that final corner up. He seems to get good drive in that BMW as we see them come up through the section now. What's his exit here look like? Gets it down pretty tight, but Webley does a good job there.
He does, J-Man. but now this is a three-way battle officially as they come
Webley
across the line.
sideways,
Webley wide. That'll make him vulnerable down through here. Oh, a little bit of weaving from Maverick.
Yep, it's showing him he's there.
And there is a potential for a pass on there, but geez, you've got to be on it early. Tennis will be looking at all this in his mirror, thinking, I've only got 14 minutes to go. I can do this. Look at Webley under brakes
Webley's
there.
so close to Venter, down into turn 5, Shell Oil's corner.
Oh, J-Man.
So Webley's got the memo,
can't watch.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact, but he gets out of it. No harm, no foul there, but possibly a little bit of damage on that front diffuser.
But yeah, we saw Mav all locked up, all crossed up and into the back of the Ferrari. He won't want to do that. He'll want to let Webley just range back up on the back of Titus, I'd expect. Will he take advantage of him while he's just getting his rhythm back? Rattled him, rattle the cage. Titus is probably just breathing the slightest of slight sigh of relief there and taking a breath.
Yeah, well, it's just giving him that little buffer there. So
it has.
Yeah, Webley well and truly got the attention now of Maverick and vice versa. Did
well
notice Steve Crosson down to P14. Not sure what happened to Crossy, but he was up certainly a lot further than that earlier on. So not sure what happened to Crossy there.
No, he's had a tough night, J-Man.
Up and down.
Yeah, up and down, and then yeah, just slowly slipping back towards the end of the race. As we watch these three, Craig McConnell is the next lap car up in front of him. These guys are running hot, and it won't be long before it will be incoming for Craig McConnell. For the three fastest guys out on track at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, so that pace has certainly been curbed for Maverick, a guy that was running a second part of these guys in the mid to high 33s. He's now just matched these Tinnis and Brandon there with 35s as well. So drive through there for car number 37, which would be Mark Turbo. Yeah, Mark Turbot with the drive-through, we mentioned it. We thought we might have seen a lot more, but
however... Mav on Webb. So, through the second chicane there, let's just get a replay on that.
Yep, so Webley just running a little wide on the exit there was enough for Maverick to slip on through, as we see on the replay here.
Yeah, so the slightest mistakes, that's all it takes. Oh,
yeah, that's all it was.
That was actually a good move there, wasn't it, J-Man? No contact.
Yeah, sized him up and just let the car float out a little bit wider through the first part of the chicane, and Webley with the awareness to know that Maverick had just run it out a little wide between the two parts of that chicane.
Definitely, so. Yeah, and I did mention earlier how that BMW does ride that part of that chicane very well, and he was using it to his advantage, but man, he nailed it there. So yeah, nice work from Mav.
And he already stretching the legs over Brandon Webley there to go and hunt down the Tinnis Venter car. And I think you'll see this pace come back on this BMW again, drop into the 33s and try and, with 11 minutes to go, try and get that P2, which was where he was earlier on with the likes of Chris Curley before the bump with Vic Chan.
Yep, that's right. Now, just mind you, Mav and Cooley, both, there's Craig McConnell off track, both started from the back of the field, also did Big Chan. So, awesome job from these guys to come through the field, looking like Mav to catch Chinnis. Mate, a little over 10 minutes to go. The pace of this BMW, it's inevitable. Again, I keep saying that, you know, like it's just one after the other. He claws it back and then just rounds them up. Both of them have been doing it, him and Cooley.
Yeah, he certainly struggled a little bit as he got up and behind Webley there and behind the two cars. Probably just missed opportunity on utilising that car's pace just through a positioning and timing thing. But once again, we see that car drop into the 33.8. bracket versus Dennis's 34.6. So the pace is still in the car. It's just all about timing, about where you catch these guys and where you try and put a move on. So when you've got that, 8 tenths to a second bracket pace in your car, that's certainly enough to construct a move.
Yes.
Nick Firth doing a great job, P8, as does Pete Dawson, P7. Now, who is Pete Dawson? Okay, so that's a lap Will Dixon that he's got in front of him. So certainly pretty hard field to keep a track on this late in the piece for this 90-minute race, as we're 80-odd minutes in now.
Oh, it's Mav down the inside, shows the nose at Tinner's side. To interrupt you there, J-Man.
Right. Yep.
That heated up a lot quicker than I expected.
Yeah, that's why I stepped away. I didn't think it was going to happen that quickly, but he is certainly there.
So, like you said, taking advantage of the pace in that BMW, J-Man showing the nose to Tinnis.
So is it in the slower stuff you think that BMW is super dominant, the rotational stuff in the chicanes?
I just think the way, it looks like he's able to just tuck the wheel over the curb a little bit without it upsetting it, and it just doesn't get the hop off the curb so much.
So a little bit of ride height in that thing, potentially?
Yeah, so, and yeah, it's just nailing it when he gets it right. Every now and then it goes wrong, but that's the nature of these things. So, but you can see Tinnis pushing hard, Mav all over his case.
Yeah, that Ferrari's still looking very, very handy in those big blowing corners, the likes of turn 3. Once you see the tighten up here in the hairpin, then you can see the BMW all over it, and you'll see it once again in the chicanes here. The BMW's ability to ride these curbs and change direction, very, very impressive. As he's right on them now as they come up the hill. Tinnis will be pretty good under brakes down here, I would have thought.
Oh, he's making the move. Oh,
was he far enough up?
Contact.
Yeah, they look if he was far enough up.
It's still come out status quo. At the end of the day, it's still on. Mav looking to go to the grass to make it happen now. He's getting impatient, J-Man. There's 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, he wants to get this done. Clearly, he's long gone down the road here.
It's time to get the boogie on, Tinnis. He's saying, let's go.
What is the margin? It's a long, long way up the road.
It is. Then look at that BMW. Damn, that thing's been in the wars. It's got paint off it everywhere. Under brakes. So yeah, nice work from Mav. Back of the field start. Contesting second position.
Yeah, that Ferrari, very, very good through the high-speed corners, but once again, like I say, come down turn 5, the hairpin corner, you look at the ability for the BMW to rotate.
You watch him ride it through this, just watch the way he tucked this wheel over the curb.
Yeah, no problem.
It doesn't even feel it. Yeah, and he's short in the corner. And look at the run he gets every time from it.
Yep.
On the outside this time. Oh, and there's contact again. No, it's big this time.
It is big.
Tinnis well round. That'll let Webley through.
Webley's going to come through.
Rightly so. Tinnis and Maverick. Let's get a replay on that, J-Man.
What's the word? As Tinnis said, carry on, mate. It was all fair and love and war. I'm not sure what the conversation will be in behind the scenes there.
Yeah, we're just watching the replay here, side by side again. We saw it last lap from the other side. They didn't even get side by side. Tinnis just moving around it under brakes. Brought the two cars together.
Yeah, look, there was probably an overlap there, and he probably needed to hold the line.
So a little bit wiggly on the bumps at Oulton Park there, J-Man. No surprise.
I'm sure our viewers have got something to weigh in there. How do you see that, guys? Nonetheless, it's done. Where is Webley?
So Webley, he's probably thinking I'm not far enough in front, but he's got 5 minutes to go. And he's got about, I don't know, what does that look like? 20 car lengths or something. he'll be head down, butt up, going hard as possible. Keep it clean, Brandon.
Stewie reckons there's an overlap. Yellow card Ferrari.
Yellow card to Ferrari.
Yeah. But hey, look.
No, tough gig. These guys, right down to the wire. Playing hard, right down to the wire of that. Now, who we got here? Tinnis and Vic Chan have just sort of come together. Vic, again, will show some respect. One that came up
on my radar too, Davo, was Pete Dawson and Prune Tracy. Now, Pete has just been plugging away at this thing, and he's actually catching the back of that Mercedes-Benz of Prune Tracy's at the back end of this race, like catching it. He's right there on him.
Oh, yeah, he is too. Again, that Lambo, really good at the back end of its stints. Nice. Oh, as Tracy gets wide, that's going to just open the door for Dawson.
The same position we saw bloody Tinnis and Mav down in.
Oh, close as again, you see him under brakes on the inside, then the cars just push out towards the outside of the corner. He used to get the squeeze there, J-Man.
Yeah, that's not done. That battle's going to go on, I think, for the final 3.5 minutes, Davo.
Yeah, I just wonder how Tracy's back of that car looks a little bit taily. Look, is that Dixon just in the background there too, J-Man?
Yeah,
he's out of position though, isn't he?
He's out of posse, so I think Mav's probably going to have a dip at this if he can get there with maybe 1 lap to go on Webley.
Yeah, three minutes to go, J-Man. We will
he's
get
probably
there.
Going to have a couple of shots at this, but he won't be able to muck around too long, as we see Uncle Joe just give them a little bit of space there. But that BMW's ability to ride those curbs on that chicane is something else. I think that's been the story of that car's performance tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It shows out of both of the chicanes, just the run that he's able to get. So yeah, Webley.
Oh, so
couple of laps to go.
Dawson got Tracy.
So did he? Yes. Did he?
Yes. Yeah, he has.
No, nicely. There you go. Yep. So back 2 minutes to go. These guys are going to get another couple of laps here, J-Man. The one they were on
33.9 plays a 34.7.
One more, Jay. Oh God, Mav's got 2 more shots at this.
Yeah,
Webley,
he'll close this. He'll close this. You'll see this. How much he'll close down at this chicane. The hairpin on the right hander. He'll close the margin, and then he'll close the margin substantially through the chicane as well. So
yeah,
as
we just see the Honda, J-Man. Yes, that is.
So not a lot of TC on that BMW Mavericks. Number 3 on the TC at the moment. Versus
it's not suffering for it, that's for sure, mate. It's definitely utilising the little bit of wheel spin it's getting, and like I said, really straight lining those chicanes, and he's able just to get on the throttle. Look at that. Webley makes a mistake. Oh no! He just got a sniff of him and he let him through. Oh, J-Man, kicking himself.
Yeah, he didn't even have to work for that one. It was just gifted.
That was hard to watch. Oh, so Chris Cooley over the line, going for his final lap, very wide through 4, J-Man, nearly out in the grass.
Yeah, he's flaunting with danger through the island bend there. He could have been on another island if that had just gone just a millimetre too far. He is chucking that thing around on this final lap.
He is. I think we saw him do that at Imola as well.
We did, yes.
Dearie me.
Bit of a drift expression session going on here for Chris Curley, and rightfully so. He drove this thing from the back of the field to the front with a fastest lap time of a 1:32.5. So.
And the difference between last week and this week is he's getting it done, J-Man.
He is getting it done.
He's going to wrap this up. Yeah, nice work from Cooley. Another starter from the back of the field. 24 cars, 24 starters.
Vic Chan on the back of Craig McConnell. This would see him get inside the 10 if he can get a move done here on this final lap.
So Cooley across the line.
Yeah, well done, Chris Cooley.
Nice work. Maverick.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well back. Position. So Cooley made a massive gain with those guys fighting J-Man. Vic Chan on McConnell.
Oh, he's got to run up the hill here.
Can he make the Bentley? Oh!
He gets the door shut on him there.
Very, very wide McLaren, J-Man.
Yep, as we do have Maverick
crossing the line for second, wrapping up the championship, J-Man.
Yeah, he does. And, oh, look, I tell you what, there's contact at the final corner. I can tell you now, McConnell went down to cover, and Chan went to do an undercut, but it created contact, and I tell you what.
There's cars everywhere. There's Fuddo coming around the corner, just nearly getting tangled up in all of that as those guys sort of regather the track. So very scary stuff. We will call from Webley down. So we got
Webley, then Tinnis, Venter, Shane Fuddo, Pete Dawson is, I believe, coming around the
final corner.
Yeah, he is, mate, and I'll leave it to you, Davo.
And then, yes, in the 7th position, P. Tracy. 8th is Nick Firth. Mr. Dayton in 9th. And Craig McConnell in 10th after a little bit of a mishap with Vic Chan. So all those cars that went past him must have been out of position. Aston Hughes in 12th. Will Dixon in 13th. Steve Cosland in 14th. Wally Baker 15th. Kenneth Worcester 16th. Mr. Turbot in 17th. Joe Grimmer in 18th. And who we got next there? Alex Sandberg and Harrison Bella, I think, might have dropped out. Actually.
Yeah, I think those
and Jarko and Steve Wilton all out. So there you go, J-Man. What a freaking cracker at the end there.
Oh, it was a stunner. Wow. It was an absolute stunner. Hey, look, we'll keep the show on the road here, and we shall grab Mr. Webley, who just, I think he would have enjoyed that one. We're about to find out. So we'll grab Brandon down here. Brandon Webley, have you got us on comms?
Yo, how you going?
Mate, what a race. Seriously. To start us at the top end of town there, mate, what was your qualifying position in that one?
I think I've actually forgotten. Probably
third or something.
Where I started, where I finished. I think about third.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were on the second row, second row. And I mean, I tell you what, mate, like that was a hell of a battle, and a great battle with yourself and Tinnis, and then yourself and Mav as well, mate. Like talk us through those pressure laps at the back end, mate.
Oh well, he got the pass of the century on me into that slow chicane thing. I didn't. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, I was just like focusing on myself, trying not to get track cuts, and then see what happens at the end.
So where were you at with the track cuts?
Oh, I only had 2, so that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, I just got lucky with Mav and Tinnis coming together, and then because I would have finished 4th otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah, bit of luck, but oh well, I'll take it.
Oh, you got to be there, mate.
mate, and like you're rocking that paint scheme. I think worked for you particularly well. We appreciated that paint scheme, the change there, and mate, it looks to me like you've very much cemented P3 in the championship with that with the efforts there, Brandon. So congratulations on that. Obviously, that's provisional. That's obviously Stewart's got to sit, but I can't see any problem there. That was a great night of racing for you for P3. Like really entertained us at the back end. Just a little unfortunate step wide at that left-right part of that chicane, which gave Mav all he needed. Otherwise, I think you were putting up a great fight.
I thought he was going for that same move again, and I was too busy looking at my radar, and I lost the plot. But yeah,
we were watching it. Had us on our feet, that's for sure.
Yeah, big time. Hey, look, mate, you entertained us all season long, and you stuck it out, mate. So due rewards for the effort, mate. So congratulations, on a third position tonight, and what appears to be a third position in the championship. So congratulations, Brandon Webley.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Thanks,
awesome,
Brandon.
mate. Enjoy the night. So there you go. So that is Mr. Brandon Webley. Cometh the man who doesn't often not on the front on the top step. However, tonight he's made the second step. We will welcome down Mav. You got us on comms?
G'day, boys.
Mate, you just absolutely nailed that one from the back of the grid. But mate, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Talk to us about that one.
I can't remember what happened actually. I think the first stint was going all right. There's a lot of back markers. Cooley was behind me for most of it. Then he got past. And then just kept with him. I think I was within 2 seconds. I just was losing a lot of grip following anyone, so I noticed. So I was just trying to keep a gap, and then the pit came in, and I thought I'll squeeze behind Webley. I did an extra lap. I missed my markers, so I lost probably like 4 or 5 seconds in the pit. Came out a bit too far behind, and then I was behind Thinis, and I was losing a lot of time behind Thinis, and I think he was probably losing a lot of time as well. And Webley was behind us, and I don't know where Vic came from, but he was just popped out of nowhere, and then suddenly I think he just had FOMO, wanted to race us.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah. No, keep going because it's a great recap. It's pretty accurate at the minute,
So
mate.
far.
I'm not going to stop. Yeah, carry on.
And then I think he just gave me a little moon landing, and then and then we had to. He slowed down, and then I lost about 10 seconds, I think, and then pulled the Webley thinnest pack back up. And then not sure, I can't remember how I got past Webley. He probably was a bit generous and left me a bit of space.
Yeah, I think you shocked him. I think you shocked him down on the chicane, and he just watched it at the back end, mate. But nonetheless, you move. I think opening the steering up previously down through the chicane to take away the rights to the right hand part of that second Hislop chicane was a great move, Mav. And
it worked on Webley. I tried it on Thinis, but he was covering quite well.
Yep.
But I think we had a touch in that chicane.
Yep.
And I'll have to see what happened, but I'm pretty sure I had nowhere to go, and we just touched.
Well, the spectators voted, mate, live, and they thought there was overlap and there was a yellow card for someone, and it wasn't you. But nonetheless, we're not here to steward this thing. We're just to catch the we're just here to catch the action.
That's right.
Oh, it was good fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Last race of the season, Vic and I were just chatting before. Thought, let's just start from the back. And see how we go.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but nonetheless, it was very, very cool. And like you mentioned on your recap there, the Cooley Mav battle going through was pretty epic. Some serious pace on the both those cars going through. And talk to us a little bit about before I let you go. Talk to us about the setup on that BMW tonight. Was there a focus around ride height or suspension settings for those two chicanes or not?
I was running pretty high, but what I actually did, I ran the tire pressure extremely high. Because I thought I'm just going to ride those curbs and lose a lot of tire pressure.
Did you get a bit of pressure knockoff?
Yeah, I did, but I ran the left side around 29 psi, and it got down to around 20. The first thing got down to around 26 and a bit, and that was ideal. It's like that's when it's time to pit in, and it's just perfect. And I'm like, oh crap! And then I did the same thing again, second time. So it's not great for the first 10 15 laps because you're running 29 psi on the left and probably at 28 on the right, and it's a bit like driving on ice a little bit, but the pace was still okay, not optimal, but I thought just want to ride those curbs and have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Now, yeah, impressive. Now, before I let you go, because I'm going to congratulate you on we both are on an epic season. That is the championship title wrapped up comfortably. I think it was pretty much wrapped up the week before. However, with statistics around that you're winning somewhere around 90% of the time, 80 to 90% of the time. I think only Curley and Mr. Charlie Booth have ruined the spoils at the top end of town for you a few times this season. There is obviously a couple of poles in there, also fastest laps throughout the season. So incredible season, Mav. Obviously first time up for myself and Davo here commentating at Rainlight, and got to see a spectacle from the number 3 BMW put on. So congratulations, mate. Enjoy that one. You get to carry that victory through the Christmas break. So well done, Davo.
Thank you. Thanks for that. I think it's fair to say that the next season's going to be pretty epic. So everyone's looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think.
And thank you guys for calling the
mega.
races. Watching the race back is probably just as much fun as actually being in the race.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, don't we, Davo? It's always fun, and it's always entertaining.
Yes, so you guys always put on a show, so it makes our job easy, Mav. And congratulations, like J-Man said, for the championship. Look forward to what 2024 brings, I suppose.
Yeah, likewise. Looking forward to that one, and look, enjoy that one, mate. And look, no doubt, get to have a chat to you in the off season, and catch up outside of all this madness. But
yes.
Congrats, mate, and we'll talk in a bit.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Nice one, Mav.
So don't run away, people. We do have Mr. Curley, who I believe goes under the Dink Donk. I believe he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but you got us on comms, Mr. Curley?
Yes, sir.
Mate,
excellent,
mate. Good to finally talk to you, mate. So first and foremost, congratulations on an amazing victory, because that was from the back of the pack. Obviously chosen. There was a few of you, yourself, Mr. Maverick, and also Vic Chan, but nonetheless, you went out there and just absolutely dominated. Talk to us about the ability to go out there and do 132.5s in race trim, mate. What's the deal there? You got some secret sauce?
Not really. To be fair, I'm probably in the 0.001% of people who actually like that track on ACC, so it's probably one of my most driven. So I'd say it honestly just comes down to just the amount of time I've done sweating out that track. I had another league race in a league I take a bit more seriously a couple of weeks ago, so I did a bunch of laps for that. So that's honestly all it comes down to. I've put a lot more time in.
Well dialed in. Track. Yep.
Yeah. Well, like, seriously impressive. So for those of us, and probably some of our viewers watching it live, give us an insight to what is Mr. Curley. What's the background here? What sort of experience sim racing? Because I mean, that pace is something, we've been calling these things around the traps for a little bit, and obviously both Dave and myself have been around for a little bit. But the likes of Maverick and Tinnis and Co and Vic, these are fast operators. So to go out there and really put a display on like that, how long have you been doing this for, Chris?
I started in June last year, sim racing. So, but I work from home, so I pretty much spend more time than I'd wish to disclose on the sim rig, because I don't have to commute. I can just finish work and hop straight on. And
nice.
Well, it certainly shows. It's impressive. It's certainly impressive. Congratulations, A, on that victory, but B, on that pole lap as well. Sorry, on the earlier laps.
Yep.
Sorry. Were very impressive. I saw the 33.0 come up really early in the piece tonight, and then to see that 32.555 or whatever it was and race that, raised my eyebrows. It was very impressive. You got a handle on that car, and certainly hope we get to see a little bit more of you next season. That would be awesome to see you go and have a red hot go of it. Congratulations out there, Mr. Curley. That is impressive stuff, and enjoy that one, mate. It's going into the off season.
Thank you very much. I've caught some of the streams, and you guys have done a really great job commentating on them. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I think I was ready to go and punch various items in the house after that drive-through.
Yeah. Well, you redeemed yourself this week,
You
mate.
did.
I think Davo alluded to it during the stream as well. So he's got sometimes a better memory than mine. So he did allude to, that late drive-through, which robbed you last week, mate. But hey, nonetheless, it's been nothing short of entertaining watching you. Tonight was really special watching you guys come back through. Huge amount of pace and respect for the guys around you. So congratulations, Chris.
Yep. Can I just say a few thanks to Crossy, Gunther, and everyone else for putting up with my nonsense week in and week out, just turning up and being a bit of a silly sausage, I suppose would be the diplomatic way of describing my antics. But yeah, and everyone else, the racing has been very fair. And sorry to Maverick for the bonk to the punt to pass.
The punt to pass is
yes.
He didn't mention it, I don't think. So nonetheless, mate, it's all fair in love and war. But hey, look, I'm sure they appreciate having you around, Chris. So as we do, mate, with the limited time we've actually seen you out there, has been really impressive. So hope to see more of you. And have a great Christmas break, and look to seeing what you've got in 2024.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers. So there you go, Davo. That rounds out
Chris
pretty epic 10 weeks here at Rainlight Racing, mate. So I might let you tidy up some formalities for the good people that pay the bills.
Yes, J-Man. It has been a pretty epic 10 weeks. Paul Ricard, Monza, Zolder, Brands Hatch, Kyalami, Valencia, Bathurst, Spa, Imola, and tonight Oulton Park to round it out, J-Man, for 90 minutes. All brought to us by Rainlight Racing here in 2023 with their GT3 series, and they are sponsored by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, and True to Life Racing Designs. J-Man, new thing for us, obviously, calling the Rainlight boys this year. It's been really good watching the racing, good quality of racing, and it's been good to watch and good to call. So enjoyed it with you, my friend.
Yeah, and probably mimic what Mr. Cooley just said as well. Mad respect and props to the administration here at Rainlight. First and foremost, for giving us the opportunity to come and call the racing and then putting this thing on for us, because obviously without those guys, the stuff doesn't happen. And a big shout out to you, Dave. I would always appreciate the opportunity to come and call these things with you. So thank you to you, thank you to Rainlight and everybody else involved, and thanks to the viewers. I want to sign out now and let Davo do his thing. And looking forward to 2024. If all goes well, mate, we'll be back into it.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, let's thank again Rainlight Racing for their GT3 series, Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, True to Life Racing Designs. Please like the stream if you're still on, and